abnormality. So next there is present some swelling. So first you can take the history. Why it is important? You can take the history because it is important for the age, swelling and the pain. So age is useful so far as condition in the neck are concerned. Because sternomastoid tumors occur in newborn baby, there is often a history of the difficult labors, both brachial cyst, brachial fistula, third congenital, and the more often there is, you can see in cystic hygroma, in infancy, in early childhood, or inflammatory swellings may occur at any age. So age is important to taking the history. So seen in early adult, it may be there is carcinomatous swellings. It is more common in old age. So you should take the first history. Commonest cause of the swelling in the neck is enlarged. Sometimes there is a lymph node. So history, it is good clinician sign to take proper history. Then you can identify the swelling. So you can ask the patient if swelling is very common symptom of this lesion of the neck. So careful history to know the mode of onset and duration is very essential. Swelling with long history are generally benign, tuberculous, lymphadenopathy and the cold abscess, and give history more than the mouth. Quickly growth swellings with a short span of the time or mostly malignant tumors. So you should be take the history. Either it is which age, एडल्ट है, इन्फेंट है, ओल्ड एज है या फिर न्यूली चाइल्डहुड है. स्वेलिंग का आपको पूछना है कब से है, कितने टाइम से है, सडनली है. सो यू शुड टेक द हिस्ट्री कि इट इज स्पॉन्टेनियस स्वेलिंग और इट इज लॉन्ग टाइम. If it is painful or the not, it always asks an important symptom for this question. So it is always an important symptom and question must be asked if there is a pain or not. Painful swelling है या painless है. Whether the swelling is painful or not, it is important part to ask the patient age, mode of onset of swelling and pain. Inflammatory swelling are always painful. So it should be asked if it is painful or painless. And if there is an acute lymphadenitis from the malignant ground, so in early stage it is painless. But in last stage, if nerve is involved, the swelling is painful. The swelling in submandibular triangle में है, so particularly seen during this meal with the pain. So during जो eating time में salivation होगा तब वो salivary gland का swelling है तब pain होगा due to cancellous obstruction of the duct and submandibular salivary gland. So you should be asked the patient to take the history if swelling is painful or the painless. Now midline swelling, first either it is congenital, infectious, inflammatory or neoplastic. So if there is a congenital, there may be thyroglossal duct or cyst, laryngocele, dermoid cyst. If it is infected, there is Ludwig angina. Inflammatory hai, so there may be lymphadenopathy, thyroiditis. If there is a neoplastic hai, malignant tumor hai, so there may be thyroid enlargement, parathyroid, pharyngeal or laryngeal. So these one are the important for the midline swelling. So either there is a thyroglossal cyst है या फिर dermoid cyst है या फिर lymphadenopathy है. So any swelling, either it is congenital, infectious, inflammatory or neoplastic, you should be identified by the taking the local examination and taking the good history. So local examination by the neck swelling should be identified first neck triangles, first site of this swelling, then it is tumor, cyst, sinus fistula या ulceration. So how you can differentiate either it is tumor or the cyst? So swelling है, पर कौन सा swelling है वो आपको देखना है. पहले आपको लोकल एग्जामिनेशन में इंस्पेक्शन करके देखना है. देन यू कैन palpation, then you can do the percussion and auscultation. So these are the method for the examination. पहले हमने हिस्ट्री लिया है, उसमें सिर्फ देखा है कि उसकी हिस्ट्री में हमने एज पूछा है, स्वेलिंग कब से है, पेन है या पेन नहीं है वो देखना है. उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्वेलिंग का पोजीशन देखना है कि कौन सी साइड पर है. सो लोकल एग्जाम से पहले इंस्पेक्शन करना है. इंस्पेक्शन में आपको टच नहीं करना है पेशेंट को, उसकी पहले देखना है. फॉर प्रॉपर इंस्पेक्शन ऑफ द नेक it has to be exposed up to the level of this nipple. The students often forget of the supraclavicular fossa. So enlargement of the left supraclavicular lymph node is important sign so far as the cancer of the breast, cancer of many abdominal organ, and cancer with this either there is a testis or the abdominal organ. So if there is malignancy of the breast or the abdominal organ, it may be enlarged lymph node on the left side on the supraclavicular region. This sign name is given this torsion signs. So it is important to first palpate the lymph node. So swelling at the other place, whether there is a swelling, note its number, situation, size, shape and surface. So either it is multiple or the single swelling. So inspection में आपको पहले ये देखना है कि ट्यूमर है, सिस्ट है, साइनस है या फिस्टुला है या अल्सर है. ट्यूमर दो टाइप के होते हैं, either it is soft or the hard. If it is soft है, so there may be benign or there may be large enlargement of this lymph node. If tumor is hard in consistency, it fixes underlying the tissue, then and then you can diagnose either it is malignance. Then you can palpate the surrounding lymph node. If it is hard and bony in consistency or the stone-like appearance, then you can diagnose the some another investigation. There may be secondary inflammatory or secondary metastasis of the malignant tumor. Then cyst, there is a soft inconsistency. Then when you can palpate, there is a firm inconsistency. So either there may be thyroglosser cyst, dermoid cyst, cystic hygroma, or lymph node of the neck region. So first you can remember the anatomical landmarks of the neck. So you can easily remember the, here there is a location of this mandible, thyroid gland, thyroid cartilage, cricoid cartilage and thyroid gland and trachea. This part are the suprasternal notch. Here there is a sternocleidomastoid muscles. So cricoid cartilage at the level of the C6, hyoid bone at the level of the C3, thyroid cartilage at the level of the C4 and C5 and tracheal ring. So these one are the midline structures. You should be palpate and location of these structures. So examination of the swelling is very important. First taking the history, then you can local examination by the inspection. So swelling in other place, whether there is a swelling, not in numbers, situation, size, shape and surface. Multiple swelling indicate the diagnosis of enlarged lymph node and its situation is very important. So first you can examine site of this swelling. So which site है ना, कौन सी साइट पर वो पहले आपको देखना है. एग्जाम्पल ब्रेकियल सिस्ट है, is situated in upper part of this neck with its posterior half lying under cover of this upper third of this sternocleidomastoid muscles. And in submandibular triangle beside lymph node there may be enlarged तो submandibular salivary gland है, deep और plugging ranula है. If dermoid cyst है, so वो midline swelling है, either in most upper part giving rise to double chin or in most lower part in the space of buns. If there is a cystic hygroma है, is commonly seen in posterior triangle of this neck in lower part. Sometime in lower part of this posterior triangle, one may look for the prominence of the cervical ribs, and aneurysm is likely seen in line of carotid artery. Oval swelling है along the line of sternocleidomastoid muscles in newborn baby is probably sternomastoid tumor है. Carotid body tumor है lies under the anterior margin of sternomastoid at the level of bifurcation of common carotid artery. So at the level of this upper border of thyroid cartilage, at large swelling that occur over known site of the lymph node. So should be considered to have arise from themselves some outstanding clinical finding. It provides their origin to otherwise. So patient asks to swallow and not whether the swelling move on deglutition or not. If the thyroglossal duct है या फिर thyroid swelling है, so it is move with deglutition. Deglutition का मतलब क्या है? पेशेंट को बोलने का है swallow करने को. So if it is move or not, वो देखना है. If swelling with adherent to the larynx and trachea, it is move upon swallowing. Example thyroid swelling है, thyroglossal cyst है, sebaceous bursitis है, tuberculous and malignant lymph node है. When they become fixed to the larynx or trachea, will also move on deglutition. So पहले हमको इंस्पेक्शन करना है, उसमें हमको स्वेलिंग देखना है. स्वेलिंग में क्या देखना है? आइदर सिंगल है या मल्टीपल है. सिंगल है और उसकी साइज देखना है, पोजीशन देखना है, कहाँ पे है. सो यू शुड बी इंट्रोडक्शन में आपको हिस्ट्री लेना है, इंस्पेक्शन करना है, स्वेलिंग का क्लासिफिकेशन आपको पता होना चाहिए, इटियोलॉजी पता होनी चाहिए, पैथोफिजियोलॉजी ऑफ स्वेलिंग, हिस्ट्री टू बी टेक फ्रॉम द पेशेंट, एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ स्वेलिंग बाय द इंस्पेक्शन. इंस्पेक्शन में आपको देखना है पेशेंट की स्ट्रक्चर्स कहाँ से, टच नहीं करना है. उसके बाद पाल्पेशन आएगा. सो इंस्पेक्शन में आपको पहले पोजीशन देखा है, उसकी साइज देखी है कैसा है, उसकी स्किन भी देखो. बाहर से हमको स्किन दिखेगी. अगर जो स्वेलिंग में साइनस है, फिस्टुला है, अल्सर है और स्कार है, यू शुड बी नोट during the inspection of the skin of the neck. If there is a tuberculous sinus है or ulcer है arising from the bursting of the cancellous lymph node is not uncommon in the neck. So the sinus due to this osteomyelitis of the mandible is usually single. It lies little below the jaw. So whether multiple sinus है over an indurated mass at the upper part of the neck would suggest the actinomycosis. Sulfur granules in the pus is very much confirmatory of the actinomycosis. And brachial fistula is seen just in front of the lower third of the anterior border of sternocleidomastoid muscles. Gummatous ulcer जो है वो rarely occur in the sternocleidomastoid muscles for thyroglossal fistula. So swelling you should be tell the patient for either it is in initial onset or within 2 to 3 weeks. When swelling is the condition of the skin over the swelling should be carefully noted. If there is a redness है, edema है, featherless inflammatory swelling है. If there is a dilated vein है, indicate lymphosarcoma. Skin may be infiltrated by the malignant growth and the skin is stuck down to the growth, causing the fold of the skin to stand out above it. This is characteristic features of secondary carcinoma of lymph node. So one should inspect for the presence of visible dilated cavernous sinus, cutaneous vein, or sometimes around the malignant tumor, especially in lymphosarcoma. So inspection में आपको position देखना है, then skin देखना है. If there is a face and upper part of chest पर है, तो notice there is any venous engorgement due to pressure of cervical lymphadenopathy over the jugular vein. If there is torticollis है, in case of acute cervical lymphitis, or tuberculous lymphadenitis in case of this sternomastoid tumors. Enlarged lymph node hai, there may be press on nearby nerves to cause the wasting of the muscles. So this one are the inspection by the patient. Then palpation. So भी palpation में क्या करना है आपको, जो एक वीडियो मैंने आपको बाद में शेयर करूंगी, वो ईशा मैडम को मैंने दिया है. So how you can palpation of this or examining the swelling. The swelling of the neck are the best palpated from behind. Patient sit on a stool and examiner stand behind the patient. So natural tendency of the patient is to extend his neck while the clinician start palpating the neck. This obscures the swelling, so the patient's neck is passively flexed with one hand to his head and other hand is used for the palpating the swelling. So head is also flexed passively toward the side of swelling for the proper palpation. This is to relax the muscles and fascia of the neck. The swelling examined by systematically. First situation, size, shape, surface, margin and consistency. And if it is reducible or not. If there is an impulse on coughing, translucency, mobility, pulsation, either it is expansile or transmitted. So you should be identify all this part during the palpation. If it is mobility, should be tested in all direction. A carotid body tumors or aneurysm can move across but not along the line of carotid artery. So determine the relation of swelling with sternocleidomastoid muscles. To test one side, place your hand on the side of patient and child proper side to side of lesion and tell him to nod the head to side against the resistance on her hand. To test both sides simultaneously, put your hand under the point of child and ask him to press down against the resistance. When both sternocleidomastoid muscles are put into the action, if the swelling lies deep to the muscles with its common occurrence. So this one are the palpation method. Then percussion, it is not important in this part because here there is a percussion only you can identify at this dull note. So it is not very important examination in this neck swelling. So auscultation it is important if there is a bruit may be heard over an aneurysm or on carotid body tumors. So these are the method for the examining the swelling. Then you can go for the investigation for the swelling, differential diagnosis of the swelling, surgical, non-surgical management of the swellings, and its complication after the. So you see this swelling, any one image, size, shape, and position of this swelling in the neck region. So classification of swelling is very important. You can see this large, huge tumor present within the neck region. So there is a classification of the swelling: cyst of oral cavity, intraosseous cyst, odontogenic origin, and non-odontogenic origin, and non-epithelial cyst or pseudocyst, developmental deterginous cyst, calcifying odontoid cyst, inflammatory radicular cyst, and residual cyst, and non-palatine duct cyst, traumatic cyst, aneurysm, bony cyst. ओडोंटल सॉफ्ट टिश्यू है तो जिंजिवल सिस्ट है, नेजोलेबियल सिस्ट है, म्यूकोसिल्स रेन्यूला है, डर्मोइड सिस्ट है, थायरोग्लोसल डक्ट और सिस्ट है, पैरासाइट है तो हेडेटिन सिस्ट है, सिस्टिक सीरोसिस है. So this one are the classification of the cyst. If there is a congenital, there may be sebaceous cyst, brachial cyst, dermoid cyst, वास्कुलर है तो हेमेंजियोमा है, लिम्फेंजियोमा है, एक्वायर्ड है तो इन्फ्लामेटरी एंड ट्रॉमेटिक है। इन्फ्लामेटरी में आइदर एक्यूट लिम्फेडिनाइटिस, ट्यूबरकुलोसिस और सैलिवरी ग्लैंड इन्फेक्शन है। ट्रॉमेटिक है तो हेमेटोमा है। न्यूप्लास्टिक स्वेलिंग है, आइदर इट बिनाइन और मैलिग्नेंट। If there is a benign है, either salivary gland origin or thyroid origin. So benign है तो only there is a tumor and it is soft in consistency. There is no metastasis. If there is a malignant है, so salivary malignancy है और sarcoma है. So malignant tumor है, it is hard in consistency, so easily you can examine during palpation. It is fixed underlying the tissue. It may be metastasis. Later stage there is a painful, but initial stage of the malignant growth, it is painless swelling. And surrounding lymph node it should be palpated if there is a malignant tumor. Then viral infection में है, so there is swelling, maybe mumps at the parotid region. Bacterial infection है, there may be cellulitis or tubercular lymphadenitis. So bacterial infector है, तो should be ask the patient to for infection either in nose or oral cavity. Pharyngitis है, then tonsillitis है, so cellulitis है. So these one are the bacterial infection. There may be enlarged lymph node, so you can palpate the lymph node if it is enlarged or not. So cervical lymph node, it is very important to palpation, either it is malignant or it is inflammatory. So injury, trauma, inflammatory condition or pathological condition, either a cyst, abscess or tumor. So it is clinical importance or etiology, it is very important structures to identify the neck swelling. If it is taking the history, either it is occur after the injury, after the trauma, or it may be any inflammatory condition or any pathological condition. So history, it is good for this taking this or etiology for the identification of the swelling. Then pathophysiological swelling with movement of water and start between the intravascular and interstitial space, maintained by opposite effect of the vascular hydrostatic pressure. Outflow of the fluid from the arterial end of the microcirculation into the interstitium is blanched by the inflow at ventral end. A small residual amount of the fluid may be left in the interstitium and is drained by the lymphatic vessels, ultimately returning to the bloodstream. So either increased capillary pressure or decreased colloid osmotic pressures or inadequate lymphatic drainage can result in an abnormal increase the interstitial fluid. So this one are the important examination point for taking the history, and either it is etiology, traumatic or after inflammatory or pathophysiology. So history to be taken from the patient, duration of the swelling, how long is swelling present there, when do you first notice the swelling, if congenital swelling, either it may be brachial cyst or dermal cyst. Swelling with short duration, with pain, mostly inflammatory cause. Swelling from long duration without pain, either it may be benign neoplasm. Swelling from the long duration with pain है तो it may be chronic inflammatory है. Swelling from short duration painless है तो it are neoplastic, mostly malignant. So this one are the taking part of this duration of the swelling. It should be take history to be taken from the patient. Then you can ask the mode of onset. How did the swelling start? Mostly develop just after the trauma, post-extraction swelling or hematoma. It may develop suddenly and grow rapidly with severe pain. There may be inflammatory. May notice causally and gradually increase in size or maybe neoplastic. It may occur from the pre-exciting condition. So you can see this inflammatory swellings, it present at the parotid region. There may be mumps or infectious disease. This one are the after traumatic swelling, after the tooth biting, tongue biting. Here there is a infectious swelling because redness is present. So any inflammatory swellings. So there may be severe pain, growth rapidly with severe pain. So this one are the mode of onset is important of the swelling. Now along with this associated symptom. So pain is only symptom which bring the patient to doctor. कब हम जाएंगे डॉक्टर के पास? ओनली जो स्वेलिंग है तो उसको हम ध्यान नहीं रखेंगे कि चलो जाएंगे ऐसे. When there is begins the pain, so pain it is the only symptom when patient is reached to the doctor. So pain is the only symptom which bring the patient to doctor. In addition to the pain, we have to ask about difficulty in respiration, difficulty in swallowing. अगर पेन है, पेशेंट आए हैं आपके पास क्लिनिक में, तो पहला क्वेश्चन आपका क्या होगा? पहले तो ये देखो इंस्पेक्शन से, उसकी स्किन देखो और उसकी हिस्ट्री लो. कब से है, कितने टाइम से है, पेन है या नहीं है. फिर उसको एग्जामिन करो पाल्पेशन से, ऑस्कल्टेशन से. देन उसको आप बोलो कि मूव विथ डिग्लूटेशन है या नहीं. पेशेंट को डिफिकल्टी इन रेस्पिरेशन है, डिफिकल्टी इन स्वॉलोइंग के साथ है. सो आइदर देयर इज अ थायराइड गोइटर है, एंजियो इडेमा है, सेल्यूलाइटिस है, तो डिफिकल्टी इन रेस्पिरेशन के साथ है. इफ देयर इज इन्वॉल्वमेंट ऑफ दिस ट्रैकिया. देन पेन. सेकंड क्वेश्चन आपको पूछना है पेन. इट इज मोस्ट कॉमन कंप्लेन ऑफ द ट्रॉमेटिक एंड इन्फ्लेमेटरी स्वेलिंग, बट पेन में बी एब्सेंट इन neoplastic or malignant swelling. In later advanced stage, it is painful because it is fixing underlying structures and there may be painful. Initial stage, there is a painless swelling. So nature of pain, either it is throbbing, कि लपकारा मारे क्यों दुखे से पैसा नहीं पूछ सकते. पेन कैसा हो रहा है, जैसे बर्निंग सेंसेशन है, थ्रोबिंग पेन है, inflammation leading to suppuration, stabbing pain है, lynching pain है, if it is sudden, sharp pain है, severe with short duration है. So nature of pain should be asked. Then site, sometimes pain is referred to some other site than the affected one. So pain of impact third molar leading to pain in temporal region. So उसकी साइट पहले पूछो, कौन सी साइट पे आपको पेन हो रहा है. देन टाइम ऑफ ऑनसेट, वेदर द पेन इज प्रीसेड द स्वेलिंग, इंफ्लेमेटरी swelling precede the pain, benign and malignant swelling. So should be asked the history of this, taking the pain, its nature, site and time of onset. Then prognosis of the swelling. Is there any changes in the size of the swelling since it was first noticed? Either it is benign swelling or malignant swelling. If benign है तो growth very slow होगा, remain static for a long time. If there is malignant swelling, grows very rapidly. If malignant, transformation of benign growth suddenly increase in size after the remaining static for a longer time. So this one are the important history for the progression of the swelling. Then exact site should be noticed. A small swelling, easy to inspect the exact site. If there is a large swelling है, exact site of the swelling can be identified by asking the patient to show the exact site from where the swelling has originated at his or her फर्स्ट नोटिस. देन फीवर है या नहीं है. अगर इंफ्लामेटरी स्वेलिंग है तो उसके साथ फीवर भी आएगा. So if is there any rise in body temperature or not? Recurrence of the swellings even after the removal of cause indicate the malignant change in the benign growth. Some swelling recur commonly except odontogenic keratocite. Cyst, if not completely enucleated, is recur. So this one are the ask the history for the fever. Then you can take the personal history, hygiene, उसकी good habit है या bad habit है, whether the patient is having habit of the betel nuts, then lime, tobacco should be asked. Some of the growth in oral cavity are peculiar by the habit which the patient is having, like Kucha cancer, hard palate seen commonly in women who smoke cigar with burning end in the mouth. Then Chilaidini cancer, Lyme addition to tobacco plays in vestibular sulcus. So patient ask for the personal history, either वो tobacco chewing है, cigarette smoking है, और उसकी habit क्या है, good habit है या bad habit, alcoholic है. So they all are the personal history should be taken. Then and then you can do the physical examination. Being a good physician, you should be diagnosed during the taking the part of this history and inspection. आपको हिस्ट्री और इंस्पेक्शन में पता चल जाएगा कि ये स्वेलिंग कौन सा है. सो नेक रीजन में स्वेलिंग है, कौन सी साइट पर है, और उसकी हिस्ट्री पर से आपको पता चल जाएगा. देन यू कैन डू द जनरल फिजिकल एग्जामिनेशन. इज कंसिडर इफ द स्वेलिंग इज इंफ्लामेटरी और नियोप्लास्टिक. इंफ्लामेटरी है तो सॉफ्ट कंसिस्टेंसी है, फीवर है, अंडरलाइन जो ऊपर जो स्किन है वो उसकी रेडनेस होगी, पाम से आप टच करेंगे तो टेम्परेचर इंक्रीज होगा, इंफ्लामेटरी है तो सॉफ्ट कंसिस्टेंसी होगी एंड पेनफुल होगा. न्यूप्लास्टिक स्वेलिंग है तो टच करने से पता चल जाएगा, उसकी सरफेस कोल्ड होगी, इतनी हॉट नहीं होगी, स्किन पकरिंग होगी, अंडरलाइन स्ट्रक्चर से वो एडरेंट हो जाएगा, वो टाइट मूव नहीं होगा, सॉफ्ट कंसिस्टेंसी नहीं होगी, इट इज हार्ड इन कंसिस्टेंसी, इट इज नॉट मूव अंडरलाइन द स्ट्रक्चर्स, सो इट इज नियोप्लास्टिक. सो इफ इट इज बिनाइन है तो इट इज मूव विथ अंडरलाइन स्ट्रक्चर्स, इट इज सॉफ्ट इन कंसिस्टेंसी. इफ इट इज मेलिग्नेंट है so it may be hard in consistency, it is not move with underlying tissue. So you can easily identify by the examination either it is inflammatory or neoplastic. Check for the sign of malnutrition, loss of body weight, bleeding gums, low blood pressures, low heart rate and minimal body fat. So उसके जनरल साइन से पता चल जाएगा either it is malignant है और inflammatory है. So increase body temperature, increase the pulse rate, so it is the inflammatory. Sign of inflammatory signing है rise the temperature. And anemic है patient, body blood loss हुआ है, bleeding हो रहा है, so वो neoplastic है. So physical examination and history से आपको पता चल जाएगा. Then local examination में inspection करना है. So first you can see the position of the swelling. So यहाँ पे मिड लाइन स्वेलिंग है और थायराइड साइड पर है, थायराइड ग्लैंड के नीचे. So it is position of the swelling peculiar in their position. Examine dermoid cyst seen at the midline of the body. So cyst है वो कैसे पता चल जाए? When you can do the palpation. तो cystic swelling है, it is soft in consistency है, उसका कलर से पता चल जाएगा. Give clue for the diagnosis, either it is black तो बीनिंग नर्वस है और मेलेनोमा है, रेड और पर्पल है तो हेमेंजियोमा है. सो ये कलर का है तो ब्लड में से ओरिजिन है, और ये स्किन कैंसर इधर स्किन में से अराइज है. ब्लू कलर है तो रेन्यूला है. सो इफ देयर इज ए present within the salivary gland and it is bluish in color, there may be ranula. So swelling का कलर से पता चल जाएगा, उसकी पोजीशन से पता चल जाएगा. So this one are the taking the inspection. Then shape either it is ovoid, pear shape है, spherical है या irregular है. Nerve mention as the circular, as we don't know deeper dimension. Swelling mention it's spherical. So उसका डिप में हमको नहीं पता, स्वेलिंग डीपर भी हो सकता है, तो उसका शेप ओवर्ड है या पियर शेप है वो बार से पता चलेगा, या इरेगुलर शेप है. उसकी साइज हॉरिजॉन्टल है, वर्टिकल डायमेंशन आर नोटेड इन सेंटीमीटर. सो फर्स्ट टू टेक द इंस्पेक्शन हिस्ट्री, एंड इंस्पेक्शन है आपको साइज, शेप, पोजीशन एंड सरफेस एग्जामिन करना है. डिफिकल्ट टू डायग्नोस by the surface, but few cases have peculiar surface like cauliflower surface, squamous cell carcinoma. Here you can see this at the surface is difficult because filiform branch surface or papilloma. So either there is a malignant tumor, so it is difficult to diagnose the surface. Then it's clearly distinct from the surrounding tissue, term as a ears of the swelling, pedunculated, which are distinct border and elevate from the adjacent tissue, pulp polyp. The nodular, which has distinct border and fixed to the underlying tissue. So this one are the different type of this swelling. So you can easily diagnose by the numbering, either single या multiple. सिंगल है, सॉलिटरी है, एग्जाम्पल सिस्ट है या लाइपोमा है. मल्टीपल है तो ट्यूबरकुलर लिम्फेडिनाइटिस है, न्यूरोफाइब्रोमेटोसिस है. सो दिस वन आर द सिंगल स्वेलिंग, दिस वन आर द मल्टीपल स्वेलिंग्स एट द नेक एंड फेस रीजन. सो यू कैन आइडेंटिफाई टू टेकिंग द इंस्पेक्शन एंड हिस्ट्री टेकिंग. देन इम्पल्स ऑन द कफिंग. So during this coughing, if it is pulsatile or not, swelling which are in continuity with cranial cavity, spinal cavity or abdominal cavity. Pleural cavity will give impulse on cough. In children, caring can be considered to examine impulse or the meningococles. So this one are the impulse on the cough. If examined, ask the patient to cough and inspect the swelling. If visible, increase in size of swelling, give the positive result. Moment of the swelling without expansion or increase in tension is not a cough impulse. So these one are the important features for the impulse on cough. Then movement on deglutition. If there is a midline swelling, so patient asks to take the swallow. So swelling fixed to larynx, trachea, it move on deglutition. If thyroid swelling, thyroglossal duct. So both one are the move with deglutition. If with thyroid swelling, why thyroid swelling move up with deglutition? Because thyroid is enclosed in pretracheal fascia attached to thyroid and cricoid cartilage, berry ligament. Superior constrictor muscles contraction during the deglutition. This cartilage move up along with this thyroid move up. So these are the important features to see the movement of deglutition or not. So if thyroid swelling है तो it is move with deglutition. Another, it is not movement without tongue protrusion. Then patient asks to tongue protrude. If movement with tongue after protrusion, it may be thyroglossal cyst and thyroglossal fistula. So movement with tongue protrusion in case of midline neck swelling, example thyroglossal cyst, thyroglossal fistula. So why swelling move with tongue protrusion? Because the swelling is attached to the foramen cecum of the posterior two-third of this tongue. So this midline swelling, either it is move with deglutition or move with tongue protrusion. You should be inspect by this identification of swelling. Then skin over the swelling. If the skin over the swelling is red, edematous, it may be inflammatory. If skin is tense, glossy, with venous prominent, it may be sarcoma. If black punctum over the swelling. This one are the sebaceous cyst. Orange peel appearance, there may be ulceration. So skin over the scaly swelling is very important features to identify the differential diagnosis of the neck swelling. Now palpation. You should be palpate first with the dorsum of hand like this. So local temperature will be rise due to increase the vascularity of the swelling due to the infection or the well vascular tumor or the sarcoma. So temperature can be examined by placing the back of finger over the swelling. So this one are the right method for do the palpation. Then tenderness. पेशेंट को पूछना है कि पेन हो रहा है, तो कभी वो गलत भी बता सकता है, मिसडायग्नोस भी हो सकते हैं. So when and when you can diagnose if it is pain is right or not. So put your finger or press your finger tip to see the facial expression of the patient. If there is a ooh, ah, ऐसा हो जाएगा, then and then you can true the diagnosis if there is a pain is है या नहीं. So pain on exerting pressure over the swelling is termed as tender. If there is a tenderness है, then there is a pain is right features. So inflammatory swelling are always tender. Neoplastic swellings may or may not be tender. तो ये जो साइन है रेडनेस है, तो पेशेंट को पेन है वो टेंडरनेस से पता चल जाएगा. So place the finger over the swelling and gently apply the pressure and obscure patient's face to know whether swelling is tender or not. So being a good physician, you can easily diagnose if there is a tenderness present or not. Now pulsation. Swelling arises from the artery are pulsatile, either aneurysm, pulsation due to the presence of swelling just superficial to the artery, termed as transmitted pulsation. It can be examined by placing finger over the swelling. In case your finger will move outward, it is termed as transmitted. Pulsating of the swelling arising from arterial wall or expansal pulsation. It can be examined as similar to the above mentioned, but if your finger move upward, it can be confirmed as expansal, example aneurysm. So this one are the important method for the pulsation. Now size and shape and extent by palpation we can get the depth of invasion of the swelling. Vertical, horizontal dimension are confirmed by palpation. So this one are the examination of the swelling. Now surface. Surface of the swelling is palpated by the palmar surface of the finger. If the surface is smooth, cyst, lobular with smooth bump and lipoma, nodular, lymph node, irregular है, rough है, there may be carcinoma. So here you can see this cyst, it is shining appearance and there is a bluish in color and it is smooth in consistency. This underlying tissue are smooth at the lobular with smooth bump at the lipoma. Here there is a nodular and palpated lymph node. Either there is increased lymph node, multiple enlargement of this swelling. So neck swelling are engrossed by the enlargement of this lymph node. Here you can see this irregular and rough. There may be carcinomatous. So surface of the swelling is very important. Either it is cyst, lipoma है, lymph node enlargement है या फिर carcinoma है. So उसकी जो margin है is भी importance है is aspect of the palpation. Neoplastic and chronic है, inflammatory swelling है, well defined margin है, benign होगी तो smooth margin है, malignant होगा तो irregular margin होगी, acute inflammatory है तो ill defined होगा. So procedure by the tips of finger, sign, slip sign, स्लिप साइन टू डिफ्रेंशिएट बिटवीन द लाइपोमा एंड सिस्टिक। आपकी फिंगर वहां से खिसक जाएगी, स्लिप हो जाएगी, सो इट इज साइन ऑफ द लाइपोमा एंड cyst. Swelling both have well defined regular border. When each of a swelling is palpated with finger, if it slip under the finger, then it is lipoma. If it aisle to the finger is cyst. So this one are the important part of the swelling. Now consistency. It is very soft to stony hard depending upon the content of the swelling. सॉफ्ट होगी तो लाइपोमा होगा, सिस्ट होगी, एक्रोनिक एब्सेस होगा। फर्म कंसिस्टेंसी होगी तो फाइब्रोमा होगा, हार्ड बट आइल्डिंग होगी कॉन्ड्रोमा होगा, बोनी हार्ड होगा तो ऑस्टियोमा होगी, स्टोनी हार्ड होगी तो कार्सिनोमा होगी, एंड वेरिएबल कंसिस्टेंसी इन मैलिग्नेंसी। सो हाउ टू एसेस द कंसिस्टेंसी? सॉफ्ट है, ये लोब्यूल्स एल ऑफ नोज जैसी है, फर्म है, टिप ऑफ नोज कॉन्ट्रेक्टाइल मसल्स, हार्ड होगी तो ब्रिज ऑफ नोज कॉन्ट्रेक्टाइल मसल्स। तो साइन ऑफ मॉड्यूलिंग और इंडेंटेशन, सॉफ्ट एंड सिस्टिक स्वेलिंग है, प्रेस ए फिंगर इनटू द स्वेलिंग फॉर 1 to 2 meter and release it. If swelling is remain indented, it indicates the presence of pulsation material or putty like. Example sebaceous cyst or dermoid cyst है. Now fluctuation is positive swelling has liquid or gas. By one finger of each hand, sudden pressure applied on one border of swelling, press with in swelling increase, transmit pressure to right angle. Another finger is placed on other border, finger rise slowly by itself due to increased pressure. This one are the positive fluctuation test. So this one are the method for taking the fluctuation. Then pseudo fluctuation and cross fluctuation. You can identify more detail after taking the examination. Then transillumination, it is important if there is a cystic swelling. Light through a swelling. Transillumination positive in swelling contain the clear fluid and the thin transparent wall. Transillumination negative if there is a thick turbid fluid, either blood, pus or lymph. It has to be done in dark room with transillumination. तो लाइट पास करना है, अगर it is transluted positive तो लाइट थ्रू एंड थ्रू पास हो जाएगी। If it is there is a blood के पास होगा तो लाइट कैन not be pass. So there is a negative transillumination test. The reducibility and compressibility is important if it is swelling is reducible or not. Reducibility indicate the same as for a cough impulse, patient is asked to relax. Swelling is compressed from all the side of uniformly. The reducible swelling decrease in size or completely disappear. Reducible swelling are meningocele. Compressibility either character signs of the vascular hemangioma. So these one are the important diagnosis. Then fixity to the skin. Skin is pinched over the different area of the swelling. Non-punchable if fixed to skin, pinchable not fixed to skin. Example sebaceous cyst and papilloma. Now regional lymph node. If there is a swelling is identified by this regional site. So which part of this region are palpable? So there is a next time you can identify this lymph node are palpable or not. Percussion usually little value in defining a mass with exception of the sub-abdominal swelling. And auscultation is important for the vascular sound may be detected. For example, bruit may be heard or the large tumor, vascular goiter and arterial aneurysm. Now next जो सेशन है, so आपको दूसरे आईडी पर ज्वाइन करना है Dr. Sital madam will take the differential diagnosis of swelling in neck, either it is midline swelling or lateral swelling. So it should be, there is a 10-minute break for the attend second session. So it should be इन्वेस्टिगेशन और ट्रीटमेंट पॉइंट आपको इतना इम्पोर्टेंस नहीं है. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम डिफरेंशियल डायग्नोसिस आपको डॉक्टर शीतल मैडम ले रही है. सो यू कैन लीव द मीटिंग. थैंक यू एंड यू कैन ज्वाइन सेकंड सेशन.